Hola, hola a todos. Hello everyone. Hoy es, let's see. No, it's already yesterday. But mañana fue domingo. Mañana fue domingo. Hoy es lunes. Ya hoy es lunes. And hoy es el 5 de julio 2021. Today is July 5th 2021. 5 de julio 2021. Okay, bienvenidos al mundo de español. Welcome to the world of Spanish. La lección de hoy es the lesson for today. Vamos a aprender un poco más de números. Números no. Tiempo. Okay, we are going to learn a little bit more about time or telling the time or something like that. Okay, new lesson. And today I'm going to do my lesson, the entire lesson in English. Okay, because I want to do it. And anyway, almost nobody watches this video series, Spanish. It's very funny because in case of, for example, as for the video I uploaded yesterday or the last video, it has no view at the moment now, even at the moment. Okay, it's been about 20 hours or so, but it seems that it got nobody interested. Okay, or maybe nobody interests me. But another funny thing is I've just uploaded another video in which I play the bass guitar while singing. In that video I sing a song called You've Got a Friend while playing the bass guitar. I didn't do well actually. I've been practicing it for the last week or so, but still I don't think I can do it very well. But just after I uploaded it, it already got 8 views and 2 likes. I can't believe this. Compared to the video, in which I play the bass guitar, I play the musical instruments like electric guitar or piano. My video in which I teach Spanish can't get as much people's interest as they do. It's so funny, and that's probably one of the reasons for that is that in Japan I don't think there are many people who are interested in Spanish in the first place, because English is the most famous foreign language for Japanese people, right? I think so. It seems that everybody wants to be a good English speaker, but I don't think as much people would want to be a good Spanish speaker. That's simply because not as many people are interested in Spanish language. Yeah, I felt the same way before, but now I am very interested in Spanish. That's because one of the reasons is because of my favorite artist named Eric Hugu. Eric Fukusaki, right? Because he's half Japanese, half I don't know how to say it. He's from Peru, okay, where people speak Spanish. It's Latin America, right? But he is fluent both in Japanese and Spanish and Japanese, and he is also fluent in English and a little bit of Korean, and he's genius. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't do anything to be a genius, because he makes a lot of efforts. Okay. He can play many musical instruments, but mostly he teaches himself. He teaches himself how to play the guitar, how to play the piano. His piano play is absolutely fantastic, unbelievably fantastic. I used to be a keyboardist when I was young, when I was in a band, but he's a lot better. He's a much better pianist than I used to be. He's a man of efforts. Okay. I talked a lot. I talked too much. That's a bad habit of mine, but okay, let's get started. This is the place I teach Spanish to people on YouTube, but I don't think I'm eligible to do that, of course, because I'm still a beginner. I've studied Spanish quite a long time, on and off, but I don't think I am. I've never been a good Spanish speaker. That's probably because, that's for sure. That's because I never had the opportunity to speak out or use my Spanish, or I never been in a situation where I had to use Spanish or I had to speak Spanish. But now I have this place, my own place on YouTube, where one day I came up a great idea. Why not I teach Spanish myself? Okay, I learn Spanish, but I teach Spanish to myself, and I act like as if I was a teacher. And before I teach, I have to prepare a lot to be a good instructor, to give a good lesson. And that's good, very good, right? Because I have to do something in Spanish. And then I give a lecture in Spanish. No, not in Spanish, but mostly in Japanese, but sometimes in English like this. And I think about Spanish, right? I think of Spanish phrases, I think of Spanish sentences, words, and something like that. I spend a certain amount of time thinking about Spanish, right? That's very good, right? To improve your Spanish, right? Your language, because use it or lose it. So you need a place to use your language, right? your target language. And this is the place for me. And while after finish recording, I always edit my video, right? And I listen to it a few times in total at least, and then I upload the video, and maybe I watch it to see how it goes, to see if it's okay, or if there isn't any problem in the video. It's not a very I don't know, it's not official video or something like that. It's just a video. It's just a video out there, but for me, it's very important because that's something that people might see, right? So, and I check it, which means that I always watch the video or do the entire lesson more than few times in total, and that can be a good review. So that's why I'm sure that my idea turned out to be just right, and more than right, more than good. I didn't expect this, actually. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect that my idea of giving a lesson in my video like this would turn out to be as good. I'm impressed. And this is the very easiest way. This is the easiest way and also the most economical way, because I spend now. I just sit in front of my iPad and just turn on the iPad and start recording, and I just I give a lecture, and that's it. And if I didn't have this opportunity, I'm sure I wouldn't study almost now. Nothing. I wouldn't study anything. But since I started it about how long ago? Yeah. Today, hoy es actually 11. Hoy es 11 means hoy es 11, and hoy es this is the 11th day, means I started it 11 days ago, right? And I've been doing this for 11 days, and since I started this, my life changed so much. This one has changed my life so much, and every day I never failed to study Spanish. I never failed to think about Spanish. I never failed to watch YouTube Spanish videos. I never failed to read my textbooks. That's a great idea, and I recommend you do the same thing. Even though nobody watches your video like mine, yeah, that's okay, because it's not important. It's not that matter. It's not that matters, right? It's not important whether or not people watch it or not. Oh my goodness, I talk too much. Man. Today's lesson, more about time, right? Okay. Soy Fáncii Aco. I'm gonna introduce myself. Soy Fáncii Aco. And me llaman, pero me llaman Aco. Soy de Japón. Soy de Nagoya, Japón. Vivo en Japón. Vivo en Nagoya, Japón. and tengo 56 años. And soy YouTuber. And so me llamo, me llamo. Me gusta cantar, me gusta tocar la guitarra, me gusta tocar el bajo, me gusta estudiar idiomas extragerente. No, extragerente. No, wrong. I got it wrong. Oh my goodness. Where did I write on? I'm checking. Extra health. Okay. Me llamo. Me gusta estudiar idiomas extranjeros. Okay. Anything else? And mucho gusto. Okay. And ¿qué día es hoy? Hoy es 5 de julio 2021, right? Yes, I did it already. Okay, let's get started. What's next? Okay, today, día 11. What time it is? You could say, ¿Cómo se dice? What time is it? En español, ¿cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice? What time is it? En español. Okay, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora? ¿Qué? I'm not really sure. This one. I'm not really sure where this one should be on. Is it okay? ¿Qué hora? No problem. It's important, but it's not important here. ¿Qué hora es? Okay. This is the sentence or expression you can use when you want to know the time, what time it is. Okay. ¿Qué hora es? And how do you answer? How would you answer to this question? Okay. For example, if it's 2:20, how would you say that? Okay. Son las dos, because it's 2, right? Son las dos y minute. After e comes how many minutes? 20. Oh my goodness. What can I do? Just erase it. No. Erase it. Go back. 20. Okay, this makes 2:20. Okay. What about this? It's already 5:10. How would you say that? Okay. Already means ya. So it comes first. Ya son las 5. Cinco starts with C. No S. 5. Y 5 y 10. Okay. All right. And if you want to say still or yet, you could say, this is a new word, for today. Todavía, okay, todavía. Alright, and then next. Oops. Okay, next. There are two ways of saying 15 minutes and 30 minutes. Okay? 15 minutes and 30 minutes. There are other way to say these. Like 15 minutes you could say cuarto. And for 30 minutes you could say what was that? Media. Okay? Media, is it okay? Media, no, this one. Media. Alright? So, for example, if you want to say 1:15, how would you say that? Okay, one of the ways is no song, because it's singular, right? Then verb should be s, not song, right? Because it's singular. Song es la una. This shows one, okay? E, and then 15 means quince in Spanish, right? Or you could say this part, cuarto. So this makes this entire sentence like es la una y quince. No, cuarto. Okay, there are two ways to say 1:15. Okay, what about 30 minutes? You can say media, right? Then what about this one? How would you say that? Okay, one of the ways is es la una y 30, because 30 means 30, right? 30. But you could also say es la una y media, because this means 30 minutes. What about this one? Okay, in this case, this is not singular, right? This is plural, so you could use this verb for plural. Son las. This is plural form of la, right? Son las seis. Seis means 6, right? Y 30 or media, because media means 30 minutes. Okay, this is something that we did yesterday though, and today I have something new for you, like another way of saying time, like what about this? Okay, there are two ways to express this in Spanish. Okay, one of the things is that usual way. Son 12 means ¿cómo se dice 12 en español? You could say 12, right? Son las 12 y 55 means ¿cómo se dice 55 en español? Y 55. Or you could say, es la una menos cinco. This means menos means minus. So this sentence shows that this sentence doesn't say literally 12:55, but this means I don't know how to say it. It's 5 minutes to 1. Okay? So this sentence means this one. So you could express time in two ways, like one, usual way, and the other, this way. Okay. You could use the time, you could use the minutes to the time, to the next time. Okay. So you have to do some mathematics, right? Mathematics, but it's pretty simple and easy. It's not very complicated calculation, but you have to use your brain, and and you always do it in your mother tongue, right? It's not very difficult, but you had to work a lot when you were a kid, right? When you were a kid and when you were learning how to read the time, it must have been really hard for you to understand what this second way of telling the time, right? It's a little bit complicated than this one. It's not as simple as this first one, right? But because this is literal, but this is not literal, right? Okay, and then, but in Latin America, they say they also say this in different way. Like they say, son cinco. This means minute. Son cinco para la una. Okay. In Spanish, even in the same Spanish language, people use different ways to tell the time, or say express the time, or explain the time. Like Spanish people, people in Spain or Europe say this way, and the people living in Latin America say this way. So a little bit complicated, but you get used to it, so don't worry. Okay, next. For example, 20. What about this? Okay, literally you could say es la una y 40, right? But you could also say this way, son las dos menos dos. No. ¿Ahora? Son las dos menos 20. Because you have 20 minutes to 2 o'clock, right? Okay. Okay, but people in Latin America could say son 20. Son 20 para means 2. Okay? Para las dos. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, next. I'll teaching you some related vocabulary. Okay, like it should be blue. Hora. Minuto. Segundo. You can guess what they mean. They could mean. Okay, hora means hour. Minuto means minute. Segundo means second. Okay. And you could say dos horas means 2 hours. And dos minutos means 2 minutes. And no, dos segundo. I'm not really sure if this one should need S or not. I'm not really sure, so I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I should have checked it beforehand, but there is no textbook. Oh, there is a textbook behind me, and I'm checking time. Where was it? Well, time. Just a minute, please. Yes. Right. Segundos. Yes. You need to put S at the end, just like others. Okay. Horas means hour. Minuto means minute. Dos minutos. Like segundo means second. Like dos segundos, or something like that. And we learned yesterday mediodía and medianoche, right? So do you remember what they mean? Okay, mediodía means noon. And medianoche means midnight. Okay, that's right. Okay, and now, oh yes. Did we do cuarto today? Did we do cuarto? Cuarto. No, cuarto. Cuarto, we didn't do cuarto a lot, right? Enough. So, I'm going to do cuarto a little bit more. 15 cuarto, right? 15 cuarto. Cuarto and cuatro means 4. Look very similar but different, so don't get confused, okay? Like, okay, how would you say this time? Okay, there are 2 ways. 1 way, 2 ways. Guess. Okay, son las 3 y 15. And you could also say son las 3 y cuarto. Okay, this means 15 minutes. And what about this one? 2:45. Okay, there are 3 ways. Guess what they are, what they would be. Okay, first one, you could say as it is. You could say as it is. Son las 2 y 45. Okay, this is the easiest way. The second way is the one we just learned today, right? Son las 3 menos 15. No. Cuarto or 15, right? The same. Okay. Because this means that it's 2. No. It's 15 minutes to 3, right? And the last way is the way that people in Latin America use. Like son, cuarto, or 15. Para means 2, right? Para 3. Las 3. Okay, you did a good job. Okay, and do you remember we learned 3 different ways to add at the end of each time sentence? Like 1, for example, de la mañana means in the morning, right? And if it's very early morning, you could say de la madrugada. Okay, number 2, de la tarde means in the afternoon. And last one, de la noche means in the evening or in the night or at night. Okay, for example, how would you say okay, son las 7 de la mañana. Okay, what about this one? 4 p.m. Okay, son las 4 p.m. means de la tarde, right? De la tarde. Okay, what about this one? 11 p.m. Son las 11 de la noche, right? Okay, you did a good job. Okay, and next I'm going to teach you how to say the time to do something, some specific things like eat, or like eat breakfast, eat dinner, or leave, or leave to sleep or something like that. Okay? It's time. In English, you could say, it's time to do something, right? In Spanish, you could say, es la hora. Es la hora de means it's time of, right? Okay, for example, comer. Comer means to eat. To eat. When you use this word alone, it means to eat. Generally, it's to eat. To eat. It means to eat. But it specifically means eat lunch. Okay, but if you use this word alone by itself, it means to eat generally. And if you want to eat breakfast, have breakfast, you could use this word. Desayunar. Okay? Breakfast. And if you want to say to have dinner, you could use this word. Cenar. These are all verbs. Dinner. Okay? And if you want to say leave, you could say irme. And this is about myself. Okay? And irte, it's about you. Casual. If it says irse, it means she or he. And if you say irme a dormir, it means leave to sleep. Okay, because ir means go. And me means me. Okay? And you and he or she, or it means you, formal. And if you say irme a means to, and this phrase means leave to sleep, because it means and dormir, it means sleep. So if you want to say it's time to eat, you could say es la hora de comer. Es la hora de comer. If you want to say it's time to eat breakfast, you could say es la hora de desayunar. And if you want to say it's time to eat dinner, you could say es la oh my goodness. Es la hora de cenar. Okay? If you want to say es la hora de it's time to leave me. It's time that I leave. Es la hora de irme. It's time that you leave. Es la hora de irte. And this is casual way of saying this. And if you want to say it's time that she or he leaves, then you could say es la hora de irse. And se, you could also use this one for you usted formal. Okay, and if you want to say it's time to leave to sleep, no, it's time that you leave to sleep. Then es la hora de irme a dormir. Okay, and then next I'm going to teach you some phrases or words which are very useful to use. And you could say las frases y palabras útiles de hoy son. Okay. I'm going to teach you how to say I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There are many ways to say I'm sorry. Okay, and the most common, most useful one is perdón. Okay, perdón. There are many ways to say I'm sorry or excuse me or something like that. I feel sorry or something like that. I apologize you or please allow me, something like that. But this is the most common way to say I'm sorry. And you can use this one for either both casual and formal. Both ways. Anytime, anywhere. It's a very useful one. Again, please keep in mind. Keep it in mind. And if you want to say really, okay, I'm really sorry. I'm really. If you want to emphasize it, you could just add de verdad. Okay, this is very useful also. And another way of saying I'm sorry, the next one is very popular. Okay, and it could be said like lo siento. And this can be pronounced as si, not she. So you could pronounce this one lo siento, not lo siento. Okay, it's very confusing, and I learned this for the first time today. I didn't know that. Okay, and you can also add this de verdad. Lo siento de verdad. Either way is okay. Just simply, you could say lo siento, or you can add de verdad at the end, which makes this whole sentence like lo siento, okay? And another ways of saying, there are four more words, like disculpa and disculpe. Okay, the difference is here. Differences are these, and this is for casual, this is formal. And another one, okay, perdona. Perdone. Okay, these are the difference. And then there are four more ways. Okay, disculpa me and disculpe me. Okay, the difference, these are here, and this is casual, this is formal. Two more ways. And this means forgive me, okay? Forgive me. Because this means me means me, okay? So forgive me. And two more ways. Perdóname. And guess what the last one be. You can be right. Perdóneme. Okay, the differences are here and here. And these are literally means forgive me. Okay, and these ones are for casual, and these below ones are formal. Okay, that's about it for today. It's a very long lecture. This is the longest lecture I've ever done, I guess, because I've talked too much at first. I'm very sorry. It took time, but I think it's okay because anyway, nobody watches it. Nobody is gonna watch it. So I don't care because this is mainly for myself. I'm sorry. If I might be sounding a little bit too selfish, but this is very true because all I want is to improve my Spanish at the moment. And if I improved my Spanish, and then I'm gonna teach you as a real teacher, okay? Now, everything that I do is for myself, to make sure the things that I've learned, to make sure all the things that I've learned, right? Okay, so if there's someone who is watching this video, I really want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So there are one new expression I learned today while watching YouTube video. It is an animation called pollo. Pollo? Yeah, pollo. In Spanish, hasta próxima. Hasta próxima means next time. See you next time, right? Okay, thank you very much for watching, and hasta luego. Adiós, hasta luego, chao, hasta próxima. Bye.